Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. So the red parts of the map are the parts that are currently at war with us. Also, not depicted here, there's a little red army there and a little red army there. And basically I've put myself in a position that I think it's important that we get out of relatively quickly. But not before we manage to steal some amber from somebody. I don't know how we're going to manage that. I certainly don't want to start a war with a new force. I don't think so. The fact that he wants peace with us means that he is having trouble with his war. And that is something we might be able to take advantage of. Ah yes, I failed to care about the other Wood Elf players. You know, these things are going to happen. So we're going to need a second army before we can reliably do stuff like push down castles that have full garrisons inside of them and stuff. I don't know how we're going to manage the funding for a second army. Oh. Our event that was reducing the upkeep of our soldiers ended, and we're negative even with taxation, and it's only going to get worse. Uh-oh. Yeah, we need to make some money and take some more territory, like, with a quickness. Okay. Well, we can make a little bit of money by killing some beastmen, and killing some beastmen would be good with our good for our relations with the other elves. We can't actually attack the dwarves because they're just sitting there in Karak-Azkaraz losing the game. But we might be able to attack Karak-Norn, which is currently not really being defended. Yeah, that might be the plan. What? Hey. Hey, guy. Get over here. Alright, so we'll threaten Karak-Norn. We might lose one of these smaller settlements to the predations of the Bretonnians who once owned them. Not a big deal. If it happens, we'll go get them back. But for right now, I need to first of all secure a little bit of money via violence, and secondly, secure a little bit of amber via violence. Oh, that's interesting. You know what? Yes. Yeah, I'm not worried about Karak-Norn. There's no way we can take Karak-Norn. I will take money from them. Eliminate Khazrak One Eye in battle, and you'll receive a Lichbone pendant. Or pendant. It looks like Orion just lost a pretty harsh battle with a Beastman army, maybe? We could try to sweep down there and take Kingsglade. I bet that would be nice. I bet it's like the Waterfall Palace with like a ton of building slots and stuff in it. Okay, let's world route over to here. See if we can get a little bit more vision. So the only reason I can imagine Karak-Norn wanting peace with us in this situation is that probably the Grimhold, which is down here, is under attack by the large Crooked Moon army, which means that the Crooked Moons are busy, which means that we are going to attack them from behind. Hopefully. I mean, I hope this is going to work out the way I want it to. Karak-Norn has 2 amber, so even if we lose one of our outlying settlements, we'll still have enough amber to upgrade the tree. Let's come over here. Get the best possible vision. Yeah, if there's a goblin army down here, they're all the way pushed up against Grimhold. We should have plenty of time to do what needs doing here. And this settlement is not particularly well defended. And it looks like the Bretonnians are not too interested in taking back their territory. I wonder why. I think they would be overjoyed to have the opportunity to just sweep in. Huh. You know, if his army is stuck in Castle Carcassonne, he doesn't know that we're not out here. Maybe he's afraid of leaving the castle for fear of getting ambushed. Well, I will take advantage of that. Absolutely declare war. Why would you even ask me such a question? Get him. Oh my, that's a lot of gold. Okay. Yeah, this is worth raising and rebuilding, probably. Public order +1 in his province. That'll be handy when he goes back home. Alright. Get our income a little bit more set. We probably can afford to spend this money. Oh wait, we have our five amber right now. Let's do this. What did I get? Didn't I only have 4 amber? Did I get an amber by raising Carrick Norn? That can't be right. Okay, Artois wants me to pay him for a non-aggression pact? No. Get out of here with that. You want to take Paravon? You just go ahead and take Paravon. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't actually have... Well, it's not a big deal. Now we have it. Yeah, that's weird. It must have been counting one of Carrick Norn's amber as being mine for some reason for one turn. Strange. Okay, 3 turns until the Oak of Ages is up, and when the Oak of Ages is leveled up, we'll have a little bit less upkeep to pay for, and it might bring our income back north of 0. Not very much north of 0, of course. This will help a little bit, too. Yeah, we probably ought to do this. We definitely have the money. This will give us a little bit more growth and a little bit more casualty replenishment rate. Also more furs, but furs don't actually do anything if you don't have any trade. We should try to get some trade. I'm not in like a huge hurry to spend our money though. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a bank. So we could take one of these researches that has 1 amber attached to it. This might be the one we want to do that on though. Okay. Let's become the best ambushers. And now that this is the case... Oh, they did take the Grimhold. We might be able to take advantage of that. They might be weakened. Although we're also pretty weakened. They do not look that weakened. Uh-oh. Well... Yeah, see, when I take over a new settlement, it doesn't get a garrison on that turn. Gora's Heartrender was discovered sitting in exactly the same position he's been in all game. The Aserai have long had a patchy relationship with the denizens of the forest. Whilst often the two people get along harmoniously, there have been issues. Lately, malevolent dryads have taken to kidnapping elven children for fun. When brought to justice, they remain unrepentant. It is their forest, they say. To burn them would anger the forest, but surely they must be made to pay for their crimes. I don't know, man. So we can cast them out. These dryads have done us a great wrong, but to destroy them would be to anger the forest. So we can get plus melee attack for everybody, and we shouldn't recruit any dryads for a while. Or plus melee defense. Yeah, let's not burn them. It is their forest. They're right. Okay, now we've got a little garrison going. And... Alright, let's get spells for our casters. Ooh, our hero... I was thinking maybe we should pull our hero over here and have him help out. But he actually can't get over here if he's not part of an army. Okay, we're in a pretty dangerous position. We need a waystone. But right now, the situation is that I have 18 very injured units and a 5-unit garrison versus a full 20 stack. That includes an Arachnarok spider, which is pretty terrifying. A lot of the units in the 20 stack are just goblins, though. We might be okay. Like, it might actually be hard for them to take us. If we do manage to survive their push, we could almost certainly just go south and take Grimhold. I don't know. That's a tough one. Will we survive if I wait here? Maybe I should move forward slightly and ambush them? Try to be in a position where if the ambush doesn't work and they attack us, me retreating puts me back in range of Carrick Norn so that we can get our garrison at least in the fight. Might be the way to go. Also, I just realized I didn't even look at this. What is this? Well, the stats on the sword are not incredible. But the ability from the sword might be cool. I'll have to see it in action a little bit. Lightning Strike is way down the line. Yeah, like I definitely want perenniality at least. Which might mean that it's worth just going ahead and pushing over to here. I'm concerned about this, but I think my plan is let's hold our position. Actually, I'm going to do this. I know this is going to kill our upkeep, but we actually probably really need the extra units this turn. Okay, fingers crossed, everybody. Here's hoping that I don't get eaten by goblins. Well, he's scouting us. But he didn't bring up the army. Okay, that's good. That means they won't be able to take us at any point. This is the weakest we will ever be relative to them. Because first of all, we replenished a little bit. And then the Waystone finished, so we'll be at absolutely full strength next turn. And then we'll just go after him. In fact, we could move forward now, like I said, and try to set up an ambush position. Try to be in a place, like I said, where we will run back into Carrick Norn if he attacks us and we retreat. And it's possible that we'll get spotted right away due to his hero being right here. But we did pick up a tech that gives us 20% extra ambush chance, which I think increases our chance not to be noticed by stuff. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm pretty curious, actually. Oh, they tried to use the underway to get past us. They did lose sight of us. And we've intercepted them, and I think we will be victorious. Yeah. Okay, we are definitely putting them to the sword. Everybody around us hates goblins and will not be pleased if we show mercy to goblin troops. But that's good for us. That's really good for us. Now that we've successfully used tactics... Oh, hey. Cool. Prestige. Prestige and also 5,000 extra money. What were my bonus objectives? Oh, let's hit this. Okay. The Wild Riders with shields. Sure. Kezrak, the One Eye is in that place where he always is. The Sword of Daith. The forests of Athel-Loren once again bloom into majesty, yet all is not well within the woods. Durthu wakes. Once wise and kind, he is now twisted by ages of war and destruction beyond counting. His rage is limitless, his sorrow unbound. He exists now to protect the Deepwood against any and all interlopers and blackguards. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce that word blackguard, or if blackguard is a different word that is just a corruption of that. He can sense them, swarming and encroaching upon its bounds. No tactless fool can be suffered to besmirch the sanctity of the forest. They must be crushed. They must all be crushed. Well, I wish this quest had popped a little bit earlier, but we can definitely make some progress on this. And yeah, make the next... So every chapter of our quest is just going to be Oak of Ages, get money. Okay. So what were our chapter objectives there? Am I allowed to see? It looks like maybe I can't look back in time. But for every chapter, you have a number of bonus objectives that carry a little bit of extra cash reward. Okay. I don't usually worry about those too much because they're not usually super meaningful. You know, 1,000 money here and there is nice, but it's not going to break you usually. Alright, so we have one amber left. We need 3 turns to get the population for this. And we're actually on positive public order now. Why? Huh. I don't know. It says we're getting 2 public order from... Oh, the oak. The oak itself. Right, the oak gives public order in all regions. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah, he's rebuilding as fast as he can. So we're going to stop right here for this turn. We could march, but I want to make sure we get the replenishment boost. And then we'll be at full. We'll be on him before he can build too much. And the Grimhold doesn't even have walls. So it should be a pretty easy pull. Oh, you need to spend 5 points in the skill group. I do want perenniality. I do want to have the biggest replenishment boost we can get, because it'll reduce the number of turns that we have to spend sitting around after taking stuff. Alright, well, let's lower enemy hero action success chance, because again, I'm really not worried about corruption. I don't think it's going to be an issue in this this playthrough almost at all. So we might even be able to get some positive approval going with, like, the Empire. Okay, we have to overcome an awful lot of aversion, but they do hate the Crooked Moon. We're making progress. Okay, so our quest, our legendary item quest is pretty much irrelevant. Like, we're going to get it accidentally. It doesn't really matter. And for some reason, he ran out of the Grimhold. Well, that's just suicide. What is this nonsense? A young glade lord full of hope and naivety wishes to journey into the Dreaming Wood to recover a lost artifact. Headstrong and confident, perhaps to the point of arrogance. The Dreaming Wood is a twisted domain ruled by the Prince of Pleasure, Slaanesh. To enter is to dance with the chaos god of madness and desire. Most who enter never return, claimed body and soul by the forces of ruin. Yet this glade lord seems self-assured. Do you allow them to recover this item or forbid the journey? Well, if I allow them to enter, they're going to give us some chaos corruption, and we're going to get a standard of discipline. I mean, I don't think chaos corruption is irrelevant, right? Because doesn't the oak provide... Yeah, the oak's providing 3 points of reduction in corruption everywhere anyway. Oh, but that's not how it works, right? So we're getting 3 points. We're getting 1 point of untainted from our local populace. Then we're getting 3 points of untainted from the oak, and also we're getting 3 points of untainted from the chaos corruption. So we're at 3/7 corruption. So we're going toward about 43%. If we had not had the bonus from the oak, we would have been trending towards 75%, because there would be 1 point of untainted and 3 points of corruption. Okay, I see how the system works. I was thinking that corruption reduction just straight negated the 3 points, and so the region would effectively just be the local populace. That's not a big deal. We'll uncorrupt quickly after the corruption, although it is going to affect public order. Let's keep pushing forward on his blue line. Yes, actually that was kind of bad. Whatever, it'll be fine. We'll be fine. Ah, I see. He went here because it prevents me from moving as far as I would like. That's actually pretty solid tactically. Well, there's no reason for me not to just push forward, though. He can't muster enough troops in this next turn for it to be meaningful. We're still 2 turns off of developing another level for the Waterfall Palace. And that is going to cost us the 1 amber we have left. We'll get another one when we take Grimhold. We're going to have to find an awful lot of amber in total to level up the oak. So I guess we're just going to have to spread out over a lot of territory. Alright, well we have... Oh, now we have the extra ambush chance. That's right, we didn't have it yet. And there are some savage orcs coming from the south. Okay. Not really something I'm too worried about. Let's get this over with. I'm just going to go straight to seeding. We'd get a little bit of money by doing it the other way. But, okay, Crooked Moon is dead. But what we would not get is time. I'm not really that worried about... Yeah, I'm going to do this. We're going to get a whole bunch of these foraging groves up, and eventually the bonuses are going to be pretty significant. Honestly, even if we're only at... Like, if we're at 5 of these, I assume they stack additively and not multiplicatively. 10% extra income from all of our buildings is totally fine. If they stack multiplicatively, it's even better. But I have to assume that that would seem to be awfully good. I don't think they would do that. So let's take an increase to our power reserves from this wizard to help this wizard cast a little bit more often. Let's take... Flesh to Stone is pretty powerful, and then we'll get Life Bloom next level, so every time we cast Flesh to Stone, there's some healing attached to it. And... Alright. Weapon strength and melee attack for all elf infantry units up. That's not really that impressive, but I guess there's nothing else I'd rather be researching right now. After we upgrade our main settlement's main building, we're going to build a Temple of Kurnus and take this. Things are going pretty well, though. I think things are going pretty well. I'm kind of surprised at how easy this is. I was under the impression that the elf campaign was quite difficult. Part of the problem, I think, problem, in quotation marks, is that the Bretonnian kingdoms have been very passive. I don't know why they're not pressing us or trying to take back their stuff. Well, I think I'm going to abandon Carrick Norn to its own devices. These guys don't love us, but they should like us. Yeah, they like us a little bit more. We got 36 points of approval. No, sorry, 38 points of approval off of our war against the Crooked Moons. What was the tech that gives us bonus approval with dwarves? Because fighting dwarves is a real pain in the ass. It would be super cool if we could just... here we go. Construction cost minus 40% for all buildings, plus 20% income from all buildings. I want that very badly. Okay, we probably shouldn't burrow under the mountains and come out in somebody else's territory. But I think for now, Carrick Norn is probably safe enough on its own. I'm going to abandon it. We're going to head back to the west and try to solve some problems out there. Alright, the next level of the oak is 10 amber. Oh, I was seeing... Okay, the 10 that was here represented the amount of amber that was necessary to go from 1 to 3. So this is 5, this is 8, and this is 12 then. Okay. That's not as much as I thought we were going to have to get. It's still a lot, though. So we need to find a little bit more. Once we have this, we can start trying to pursue confederation with the other elves, which could be very helpful. Oh, he... With Lightning Strike being so far down the line, I'm not sure that I'm going to push with this guy for replenishment, especially since it's not nearly as important. He's not going to be the ranging army. Okay, so you have to pick one of these lines. So this is plus missile damage, this is melee attack, and then I'm assuming these are all, like, forest spirit things, or maybe they're just melee attack things. Yeah, weapon strength, and this is all ranged attack things. Although, in practice, this probably works out to be the elf line. And eventually, plus missile damage, plus melee attack. Oh, it's this thing again. I'm kind of surprised that this is just the same skill, but with 10 extra meters on the effect, but alright, it's fine. Well, let's do this. Let's go into the melee line here. And he'll be the, he'll probably just stay home and keep us safe. He doesn't need quite as much replenishment, because he can get that friendly home region replenishment bonus. So we need a little bit more income, and we need a little bit more land. We don't need land, we need amber, but land is how we're going to get all of our amber. Alright, beastmen are losing all over. Carried by elegantly hewn ships, our cousins have traveled from the distant lands of Ulthuan to visit us. After so many long years, they have finally deigned to visit their forest brethren. Is this a gracious visit or an omen of arrogance? Well, they're elves, so... Do you consider this a slight or a blessing? Will you grant them an audience with the Elven Council? No. Because I don't care about trade. I don't believe in trade. We're not engaging in any trade. And I really, really can't take minus 10 public order. Now, it seems to me... Oh, Carcassonne's actually losing public order? I'm surprised by that. I was going to say, it seems to me that the public order on these buildings is pretty easy to manage. Why is Carcassonne so negative? Oh, it has more chaos corruption than some of the other places. Alright, well... I regret having chosen this chaos corruption thing, but whatever. It'll end and we'll be fine. Alright, Dirthy needs to get back over here where he can fight people. We're 3 turns off of this being completed and giving us some room to work with. This having 10 slots in your settlement thing is kind of nice, but I wonder if it maybe makes things too easy. I suppose, like, the fact that we have 10 building slots is why we have to have so many different buildings available, because they have to keep up the building pressure somehow. If you had 10 building slots in the large settlements of most factions, that would allow you to just build every building that you want all the time, which is obviously not totally ideal. We might not want to go too far, because we might have to come back and put down a rebellion. I'd really love to get my branch wraith back. If we could just get public order up, we're going to have to wait for the chaos corruption to end. Okay, it looks like the proper Wood Elf player... Ooh, that's a lot of chaos corruption. What is going on up there? Are they getting raided by beastmen a lot? Or maybe Norska? Maybe Norska's come down from the north and is laying waste. Where do I think I'm going to be able to participate? Let's head up north with these guys, because first of all, I'm curious. And secondly, I think Aquitaine is probably still more vulnerable than Carcassonne. I guess we will see, though. It's probably just the raiding beastmen. No. No, we're coming for you, don't worry. Yeah, it's probably just the beastmen. We may as well dip in here and kill him. We could let Orion handle him, but we won't get any approval from him for doing that. Alright, ammunition and armor. Yeah, whatever. This isn't even really great. It's just I need something to do while I finish building this the structure here. So it's Kernus. There we go. Yeah, and this is just a good building to have as well. And then public order structure. I think probably is worth a slot here. We need to take over another forest region so that we can build more buildings. Let's put an end to this nonsense. Wow, Fauna Whisperer. +3 leadership for all of the cool animal units, sure. The beastmen have been obliterated. We've acquired some stuff. We could go into ambush mode right here. I'm wondering if we can move far enough to hit Aquitaine next turn. I'm going to go into ambush mode. We could... Oh, raiding's actually a significant amount of money. Yeah, okay. We'll raid. It's enough to push us back to positive. Okay, Flock of Doom. Summons a bunch of crows to peck at enemies' eyes. That's pretty horrible. Physical resistance and speed. Or you can summon a glowing amber spear and hurl it at the foe. That sounds pretty cool. Plus 22% physical resistance is a big deal, though. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll grab life bloom so that we can get some passive healing on our armies all the time. Okay. Alright. 2 more turns until we can flip our research. Ah, and this will give us access to Waystalkers. So we're going to have to keep raiding for a little while because we're in a little bit of a position financially still. Ah, Aquitaine's army is back, damn it. That's very inconvenient. Estalia is declaring war on me. That's interesting. They're trading with Carcassonne. I wonder if Carcassonne talked him into it. Well, maybe I should try to peace out with Bordelot and really turn my attention to the south. Thing is, like I said, I don't really want to stop. I don't really want to stop raiding. We could probably demolish this waystone now, and instead put a foraging grove there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We no longer need the healing from the waystone, and it's unlikely we'll have an army over here anytime soon. Then I could bail out of here. 313 from raiding, so we are at minus about 100. We would have some time to figure stuff out. We could go raid Carcassonne.
Whether chivalrous or not, I will strike you down, scum, if your words displease me.
Let's see if they'll pay for peace. Because they're nervous about us being here, obviously. 1,500 for peace? Yeah, fine. I never really wanted to be at war with these guys anyway, right? Carcassonne dragged them into it. So that gives us a little bit of a buffer to work with while we figure out how to acquire our next group of things. We're back up to only -1 public order. There's only 3 more turns of rising chaos corruption to deal with. Yeah, we won't have a rebellion here. We'll be alright. And on this coming turn, we can change our research over to the Kernus tech. Okay, take Montfort. That's good for us. That gives us less to worry about from the north if they're dealing with the other Wood Elves. Yep, and here comes the Tillian army. Well, Aranok lies under the eternal summer sun, scarcely knowing night. The guests to this mystical and radiant part of the forest have been feasting endlessly, fattening themselves for the coming sacrifice. Many whisper that this time is now, yet the guests could yet continue to feast themselves into a greater state of readiness. What do you think, my lord? Well, we could sacrifice them and get a ton of growth. Or we could, yeah, let's have them continue gorging. The fatter they become, the greater the eventual sacrifice. This is horrifying. But hey, you know, you can't make a successful tree monster without breaking a few eggs. So let's head over this way so that we're more ready for the Tillians, but I do want to keep an eye on... Yeah, we're just going to have to bring a second stack. It doesn't have to be a full stack, but we're going to have to bring more people. So I might... I gotta figure out my money, though. We certainly can't have him leave while we're in this state. This is tricky. We need way more income. Well, as we get the Oak of Ages leveled up, we will effectively get more income in the form of our units costing less to maintain. It's interesting that the Tillians are just harassing us. What is this guy doing right now? He's lowering. Yeah, lowifying. He's lowifying our public order. I'm assuming that my heroes are, that my wizard heroes are not any good at assassination. Yeah. This guy's getting to better assassination chances. Alright, so let's pop over here and grab this. 10 extra movement range for all of our dudes is pretty great. Magic resistance for all units isn't bad either. Ooh, wow, that's very good. We also need that. But how are we going to manage to attack Carcassonne? We can't convince them to come out of their damn castle. And I don't think we would win a siege, because I think they would attack us and defeat us with their 30 units. We might have to try to wait out this Estalian army. Not Tillian. Let the Estalians hit the shore, kill them, and then just head down to Bilbali. Maybe we ignore Carcassonne, just go around them for now. I don't know what to do. I'm pretty fast. You know what? They won't be able to land and attack Brionne in the same turn, and we can threaten Bilbali. See if that'll bring him back. Carcassonne wants to pay us a lot of money for peace. It would mean we wouldn't have to worry about them for a little while, and we can always just break the non-aggression pact later. Right now we're considered to be pretty reliable. Or, sorry, not non-aggression pact. That's right. We're not even taking a non-aggression pact. But you do get, you do take a reliability hit if you attack somebody too soon after a peace treaty, I believe. And I don't remember how long the timer is on that. But you know what? Fine. Interesting. She left her castle immediately. Where's she going? We can just turn around and take that castle. Like, I know, my reliability rating, right? But, like, if I can eliminate Carcassonne and take a large settlement for myself, I think I'm going to. My reliability rating will recover in time. We'll be okay in the long run. Okay, so Chaos Corruption is rapidly falling now. We are suffering 5 approval loss from Chaos Corruption. So yeah, we'll get back down to positive pretty soon. Before, long before Rebellion. Yeah, if this Carcassonne army doesn't turn around, I'm taking their city. Yeah, they did. Okay. Out on the field, I think I can probably just take that army one-on-one. It's just a matter of the walls. The walls are the thing that are really getting me here. Okay, Durthu has been detected. Oh no, such embarrassment. I can't believe. Okay. Yeah, let's just make it clear to the Estalians that there is a penalty for declaring war on me. A price must be paid. Where are we at on population here? It's coming. It's coming. I will totally upgrade us to max level when it's feasible. That costs 12,000 gold, however. It might be a minute. It might be a little while. I don't know. The Estalians are like a trade-focused society, so I don't know if their cities are like worth an unusual amount, or we might be able to make some good money off of taking these guys down. I do have to hope that our neighbors don't decide to get a little aggressive with our homeland while we're gone. But I think the other Wood Elf nations like us pretty okay. Like, yeah, we're just about neutral with all of them. No matter what I do, I can't seem to win these guys over. I killed the last of the beastmen. Should be worth something. I think we can take this. My units are pretty good against, you know, physical attacks, which is all these guys really have. And that was a... Ooh, that is a lot of money. I'm definitely burning this. Ooh, Armor of Destiny. That seems pretty okay. Let's get you some... Let's get you outfitted in some Armor of Destiny. Also, extra 10% replenishment rate. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's get mounts for our wizards so that they're better at not getting caught and murdered in combat. And Durthu should definitely take Armor of Destiny over his stupid dragon helm. Are you wearing any armor? You are not. Here, have a charmed shield. And a potion of speed. You know, it's not totally infeasible that this guy might get attacked. Are all of Durthu's slots full? No. We suffered so much chaos corruption for this banner, and then I am not even using it. To be perfectly honest, I wouldn't have done the thing if I had understood exactly what the implications of it were. But whatever, we'll be fine. So now that we have all this money... Do I want to upgrade one of these buildings? Like, the upgrades on these buildings seem very marginal. I don't think I do. We could use this money to recruit a second army. Our income will tank pretty hard, but we could use the second army to secure more income. Although, securing more cities doesn't actually help us that much. No, I guess we'll just sit on it for now. We're going to be doing some pretty expensive building soon. What's the gold cost of this? It's actually really cheap. But yeah, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to want to build a dragon lair, and we'll just hold on for now. Oh, we are going to have to pay to resettle this too, although it's probably only going to be about like 4,500. Oh, we didn't recruit the new elf hero. Let's do that. Let's make one of those. Okay, and at this point we're rapidly running out of amber sinks, in the sense that we're not going to have to upgrade our home region a whole bunch more. So we might actually be in a place where we're saving up for the oak all the time. And that sounds like a pretty good place to me. So let's recruit hero. Oh, we are not capped on branch wraiths. Well, shoot. Income from all buildings in the local region. So you guys, block army, assassinate, damage walls. Okay, this might be a good map action hero. So let's recruit one of you. And actually, I'm going to recruit a new branch wraith as well. Yeah, this one. And I'm going to deploy this guy in this region so that we can send our partially leveled up branch wraith back to... yeah, we'll take Marshall and... I guess it doesn't really matter what after that. Sure. Exemplar. Yeah, we'll send our good branch wraith back to the front lines. Okay, we gotta make some more money. What are we looking at turn-wise here? 3 turns to full replenish? And we're not going to be able to... Oh, this is our guy. Okay, yeah, these are definitely the intended assassins. Alright, that guy's going to go hang out with the army. He's not actually going to be part of the army. Oh, that's right. I did this. I burned down that thing, and then... Oh, we can make a hunting camp. If we got trade going, it would be helpful to have furs, and this is 50 income straight up. Yeah, okay. Let's start considering resources. Now, Paravan could be doing the same thing, right? Yeah, let's demolish the way thing in Paravan and get marble. And we got to start... You know, that's a thing we have to spend amber on, is we have to get tech that gives us diplomatic bonuses so that we can actually get some trade going. at the very least, trade with the other elf nations could be a good source of income. Plus 20 weapon damage for all armies of all factions. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. You are rapidly moving toward Wonders of the Forest. That's right. Okay, we will deploy this branch wraith. Grab Dulurik here and have him head out as well. Okay, yeah, he has no blue line skills that will actually affect the region that he's in. Melee attack and melee defense. Those things are good. Okay, we are very, very slowly pushing up on population. I wonder how Orion's campaign to the north is doing. It doesn't look like he's taken anything else. But he's also not back at home. I wonder where he's gone. Alright, we probably need to just chill for a turn or two. And in 2 turns, we'll have our bonus movement range, so it'll be even easier to put pressure on the Estalians. In fact, the Empire is taking stuff from our brothers. Well, that's not great. So do I want to make friends with the dwarves in the mountains? We're pretty close to being able to use the tech that gives us bonus diplomatic value with them. I guess we should be deploying when we can, because it gets them a small amount of XP to end the turn in the deployed state. Okay, we're leveling off, corruption is falling, and soon we'll be positive on approval. And approval in the other regions is... We're actually still negative here. Huh. Why are these ones so much happier? They're getting 14 approval from buildings? Oh, it is true. We do only have one of these +6 public order structures here. Alright, well, that's why that's working that way. Yeah, we've got to get some trade agreement going. We have some income. Some income coming in from docks, and we could really use that tech that quintuples the amount of money you get out of a dock as well. Because at this point, that would be almost 1,000 extra gold, just from us holding 2 ports. So that was Mathlan, Lord of the Deeps. It also gives me +40 diplomatic relations with Tilia, Estalia, the Border Princes, and the Norskins. Is this a thing? Could we be friends with the Norskins? Would that work? The Empire... I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend an amber on this. I know. I was excited because we were about to be able to focus our amber on the tree, but... Ooh. His units are not very good, to be fair. A lot of my units are monstrous and magical and good at fighting melee guys. As long as we can take 1 stack at a time, I just have better units than a lot of other players do. Better individual units. So if we can take them 1 at a time, wow, that's really bad. That's such a long time. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. No, wait, this isn't what I want. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this. It's expensive for a very small benefit, but... yeah, an upgrade from 30 to 50 would reduce the number of turns that we have to wait. And then eventually we can just we can burn this building once it has done the thing that it does. And we'll have some... we're actually going to be at positive money in a second here. What is this? I will not pay you for a non-aggression pact. I am far more dangerous than you are. Oh, well, that ambush actually kind of worked against me because it meant that he just wasn't concerned and ran right past us. As the Blood God knows all too well, war is a meat grinder that constantly requires fresh supplies, which means recruits are not always easy to come by. On this rare occasion, however, there is a glut of bodies, ready and willing to join the fray. We may take advantage of this. It might be time to start recruiting our second army now that we have a little bit of a surplus. Well, I can just hit him from behind. His units are tired because he just did full march, and my units are a lot better than his are. Let's try to kill him. See if we can weaken his army in that way. We failed. That's fine. It's worth a shot. I think we should be able to just beat them straight up. Yeah, they think so too. So we should get our branch wraith back here. Okay, the ambush worked out. Okay, there's no way that these guys are ready for me to push their capital now. So I think we just put ourselves in a really good position. Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item up, or plus, yeah, definitely plus experience for recruits. I don't care about that magic item thing at all. Okay, we're doing really well on money now, so let's get this so that we can be prepared to research this as soon as we get this building, because that building seems very good. Can I destroy the building that enabled me to learn this? Because we're... I don't know. It might be a good idea to free up some slots, right? I guess once we have our public order more in hand, which is to say once the corruption is completely worn off, we could get rid of this building. That'll open up a slot. Construction space is at a premium, for sure. Well, for now, let's focus on dealing with Estalia. I don't know how many armies they have, but it probably wasn't very many. They still only have their starting territory, right? And the Lupio Sunscryer is definitely the boss of their faction. So we might have just destroyed the majority of their military forces. We took down another stack not that long ago. Okay, good work. Good work, man. Way to scout. Alright. I'm just going to march to the end of our territory, because we're not going to be able to make siege range anyway. And I want to take a turn of replenishment here. And next turn, he can, like, attack their walls or something. Oh, they have a very small garrison for a walled city. Okay. Special importance to the Empire and Bretonnia, not to us. We do not get special ports. So, no reason to break my back trying to get a hold of Bordalo or anything then. Well, I guess I can check Bordalo. Oh, and the undead, yeah. Okay. That's a little bit of a bummer, honestly. I wish that I was able to get those extra little bonuses. Okay, and the wizards just keep learning new spells. I have to say, I've been pretty surprised at how easy this has been so far. I thought we were going to have a lot more trouble. Let's see if we can take down all of Tilia. That'll be a good amount of anther. Is Bordalo declaring on me? Oh, they want a non-aggression pact. I'm not interested in paying anybody for anything at this point. If they want to come down and burn some of my lesser settlements, so be it. Absolutely not. You declared war on me, buddy. Okay. So we will, they're going to muster a little bit more. And they actually have some pretty powerful units here. Great swords and Empire Knights and stuff. But they're facing a serious disadvantage of numbers. Why don't we see if we can just... I just need to get XP. So let's just do stuff that has a reasonable chance of success. Damn it. Deluric, you're going to get levels a lot more quickly if you succeed on these. Oh, look at this. I'm kind of surprised that you can't, that this isn't like a mining settlement on the map. It seems like we're just flying through these turns, but I don't really have a ton of stuff to do on any particular turn. I mean, we're still pretty far off of a victory. It might get more involved later. We're sort of just at the stage where we're just running one stack around, and our capital is way less in danger than it usually is, because nobody who is not an elf wants to step foot in Athaloran. Okay, does he have the movement? He does have the movement. Let's have him come down here and try to do something with these guys. Let's see if we can cut their hero out of their army. 47? Yeah. Let's go for that. Nice. Alright. All hail Kurnos indeed. So an additional 5% on top of what he already had to kill characters. And now he has significantly weakened this garrison, but man... let's give extra leadership to, I don't know, these guys. And I guess we're going to have to actually siege them. 8 turns until they start taking attrition damage, 14 turns until they just give up. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to build... Oops, hold on. Let's load the autosave. I wanted to build siege. Obviously, I clicked the siege engine buttons because I was intending to siege them. I'm just so used to clicking auto-resolve. That's embarrassing. So yeah, we're going to siege them. I wonder if it's worth going back and getting the tech that really dramatically reduces enemy siege time. Or enemy holdout time, rather. I also wonder if it might have been better to... okay, yeah, this is the end of the last turn. Okay. It might have been better to have him attack the walls of the settlement instead. Because we might have a better auto-resolve if we didn't have to deal with their walls. But I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm not sure if we'll necessarily see the same result. It might not work out the way it just did. Okay. So we still got that. And we are going to build some siege equipment. I mean, we may as well build it in this order. I don't know that it could possibly matter, but... Okay, continue siege. This is the button I want. Okay, so I do believe we should be able to handle that situation. And... like I said, we're going to push growth as hard as we can here. Right, I'm making money as best I can in every place. Is there a tech that gives me a bonus to approval with the other elves? Oh, that's interesting. Bonus approval with everybody. -1 turn for all global recruitment. That's a big deal. Okay, I think Kadai is pretty important. We might be able to get a lot of amber from places that are relatively far away by allying with them, engaging in some diplomacy rather than sending our armies out. I do think I want this, though. Siege holdout time reductions are pretty valuable in my experience. I know, I'm spending a bunch of amber now. I thought I was headed toward the next Oak of Ages upgrade, but all of a sudden we're spending amber left and right. I should probably try to keep that under control. I'm gonna make this campaign much longer and more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, so now that we have that 7 and 14, I wonder if it's because we just got it this turn and the buff won't apply till next turn, or we might have to restart the siege. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna break siege, and then there we go. That's the numbers I was looking for. Okay. So the Empire doesn't have anything specific against me, really, except that they just don't like me. We're seeing a lot of that over here, but people are mostly being pretty peaceful about it, at least. So there was a 10-turn timer to get Tilia to completely surrender their capital. That won't be necessary. We're not going to have to wait that long. Oh, man. Okay, well, we'll deal with them after. We only need them to take a couple turns of attrition damage before it'll be easy enough to roll in here and just crush them. At the very worst, it might be that building these siege towers is good enough to get us the victory. Alright, well, let's start researching this until we're ready to make that happen. Actually, are we almost ready to destroy that building? We're getting close. Once this says +2. You know what? Let's just go ahead and trash it now. We'll be fine. And so there we'll build that other tech building. Uncap our technology completely. Oh, another denizen of the forest. Well, I think this is an okay time for an upkeep reduction. Making a little bit extra money now. Alright, let's make this, because that tech seems very valuable to me. I don't care for this. Let's,
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to act on it.
Ooh, a generous gift that's an awful lot of gold. Let's give them a... How much do I have? I'm fairly rich right now, right? Yeah, but I won't be if I give them 8,000 gold.
I will hear you now.
Alright, let's give them a little bit of a medium gift. See if we can just get ourselves high enough in their estimation that they don't totally love the idea of attacking us. Oh, I have my assassin right here. I should be having him do stuff. He could be getting XP off of these guys. Well, that's a bummer. That's a lot of money. At least he understands the gravity of the situation. Where's my agent? Here he is. This is why I forgot about him. He's completely behind the flag. Chances of success are all screwed up by the stupid Estalian agent.
I will end them. Protector of the forest.
Alright, good XP. I do love agents that have the plus 15% to assassination skill. It's very, very powerful. Okay, so we have a siege tower or two now. No, it's still not good enough. We're actually just going to have to wait them out. I mean, no reason to stop building stuff, but we're going to have to starve them. That's fine. We bought a skill for that. Alright, so next turn we'll change our tech. We could recruit a very small number of units for this guy. I mean, Treekin are cheap. Dryads and Treekin are both cheap. They're both cheap to maintain for right now. No, we're fine. I don't think we need them. We're not receiving any pressure at all of any kind, so I don't think we need them. Once we've burned Magritta, Estalia is going to have no money left, so we should be able to take Tobaro at our leisure. I'm a little worried that the Beastmen are going to beat us to it. Okay, Skull Takers have been obliterated. Oh, Carcassonne is going to rebel. We don't have a thing for that. Let's kill taxes. Let's kill taxation. We can afford to do that for now, and that'll save us. Alright, so as you can see, next turn, we're going to start seeing some major damage on these guys from the starvation. I'm kind of surprised that they can't just bring in supplies via the water, but I guess from who, right? From Tobaro, yeah, probably they should be able to do that, but whatever. They're not able to, and we're going to take advantage of it. Okay, that just finished. Let's change the research to this. This is incredible. We're going to have so much replenishment rate. We're never going to need to build a waystone again. Who is this? Oh, this is the branch wraith that's sitting back home. Okay. And I assume we're still pretty far off of being able to build our 5th level settlement. Their agents are coming back home. Oh, yeah. Okay, Akka got an extra point of approval on his Inspire action. That's helpful. Yeah. Bonus XP for his own army every turn. So, you can see the Beastmen did burn Tobaro. That actually is maybe okay for us, because it means that we won't have to worry about the Estalians ever coming back. So yeah, you can see they're completely... We will absolutely just roll over them now. Starvation damage is very serious. It's really, really important you not let that happen to your forces. You know what? I think we'll take the time to do this the slow way, because there's a lot of money on the line. Oh, and that was our 5th one. Cool. Though the interlopers have been extricated from the branches and brambles of the deep wood, and now lie battered and bloodied across the marshes, their foul stench of decay and corruption lingers in the trees. Returning to the glade, Durthu is greeted only by haunted memories and perished spirits of his past. His sorrow and rage are tempered only by his understanding that something is terribly wrong within the deep wood. There can be no delaying. He summons his loyal Treekin to him, intent on discovering the truth behind the forest's ailment. I think we've got this completed already. Right, are these guys Treekin? No. These guys are Treekin. Okay. Well, we can actually do that next turn while we're sitting in Magrito. We can pull some via the global recruitment pool. They're still on guard for 2 more turns, so they will be 2. I don't know. I guess just deploy. You can get a small amount of XP from that. And then we have, like, really remarkably little to do on a lot of our turns. Our turns are pretty much just whatever Durthu needs. So we're going to resettle Magrita. Whew, no. Absolutely not. We should probably make some overtures in gold to those guys, though, now that we have it. Because boy, oh boy, do we have it. Oh yeah, under 4,000 to resettle. That was a good amount of profit. So let's merge up a couple units of these guys and bring in 2 more Treekin. Get that quest going.
Going forth.
Trying to reveal. I know that these beastmen are here, and they're just in ambush mode. I'd like to have a better idea of where they are. Okay. So actually, we are done with population then. So next turn we'll be able to do that. Let's start making payments. Let's make a medium gift to you. I'm going to try to make a bigger gift to these guys. Remember, it's all about getting the ball rolling. I'm going to go hard on these. Wait. This is Torgovan. I don't want Torgovan. I want you. There we go.
Your lies and be gone from Athel-Loren.
Alright. We're going to put a little bit more money into this guy because... Ooh, never mind. Gifts are larger to him. I'll do this. I would really like to get these guys confederated as soon as we can because they have a legendary lord, and I want him to lead an army. Okay, so we have more than enough money. How are we doing with the Empire? We are actually only getting 16 approval out of that gift we gave them. but they're not massing up on our border anymore. It's hard to know if that's because of anything we did or not. Okay, we'll get some good money out of this port. We'll go grab Tabaro, get another port with worth another good bit of money. I think things are going pretty well for us monetarily. Let's finish getting all of the spells. I like to have variety available to me. So we just got to chill out for 2 turns, and yeah, we're actually doing really well, I think. If somebody from the north attacked us, it could be a little bit of a problem. The garrison here is not huge, and we don't have walls, because our home is a tree, probably. But they would have to climb the tree. That should be worth something. Whoa, 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 wait a second. How is that guy's name pronounced? No, not you. Foodwhiff. Foodwhiff.
Yes.
You know when somebody's been cooking recently, you walk into their house and you get that nice food whiff?
Orders.
Alright, let's just keep sharpening our blades here. Aw. Well, he still gets some XP for that. So after we get the Shriek, I think cleaning up these beastmen is a priority above resettling Tabaro, but we will go and do that. And okay, I'm burning amber like crazy, but we're getting a lot of valuable stuff out of it. And now, once we have this, or now that we have this, we can remove you, and then when it's finished, forest dragons. So I think that is where we're going to call it for us for today. I think this has been a pretty successful episode. We've got the humans on the run, and we've made no progress at all on our main goal because I keep spending our amber on other things. But listen, it's all going to be worth it the first time we see one of those forest dragons eat somebody. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Come back next time, tomorrow, because forest dragons. And we'll see you then.